Hello and welcome back to the Broken Doll, and today I have a small little haul that I won from an auction at the Salvation Army. I did not know I won this auction back last Thursday, and I got a call today. I remember getting the call about the lady who wanted her doll to be appraised, but not about winning anything, which was great because it really made my day great today. So that was wonderful to get. But anyways, I want to show you the dolls I got, and I got a little something else that came with the dolls. So the first doll I'm going to talk to you about is this doll here. If we look at this wonderful doll from the 1970s, there we go. There she is. Look at that wonderful face on her. She's got wobbly legs, so I need to get a grip on those legs there. I get those fixed a bit. But there she is. And doesn't she have a beautiful face? She's made by the Unita Doll Company. Now, the Unita Doll Company, let's talk about them just for a quick second here. I had a piece of paper here with some things written down. I don't know what I did with it. This is the second time me making this video because I goofed it up the first time. Oh, here it is right here. The Unita Doll Company made a wonderful doll called the No, let's back off. Back off of that. Well, let's go to the Madame Alexander Doll Company. The Madame Alexander Doll Company made a wonderful doll called Sissy. Oh, she's a lovely doll, and I would love to own her. But I have Sissette, but I don't have Sissy. That is one, like I say, on my hit list to get down the road. But anyhow, as it may be, that face of hers has been copied by other companies. They didn't quite get it complete, but they came very close. So whenever you see that face, you go, is that a Madame Alexander? Or is that a Unita? Which one will it go? Now let's jump to the Unita Doll Company. Back in the 1950s as well, Unita made a doll called Dollykins. Now, the Dollykins back in the 1950s had this close to, but not quite, a sissy face. Very close, but it does have differences. But you can tell what they were trying to do was to get in. They were competing against one another with this Sissy doll, because Sissy doll was a little bit pricier. Madame Alexander dolls were a little bit more expensive back in their day, and Unita dolls were a little bit less. So they knew they could probably sell their doll and bump off of the Sissy doll. You know, kind of take away from her a bit. Old companies did that all the time. They did with Shirley Temple. The Ideal Doll Company was also hit by other companies just as well, trying to come in on Shirley Temple doll, making close to Shirley look-alike dolls, you know. So not unheard of. This was very much something that doll companies did. And still probably doing today. It's called competition. There we go. Healthy competition. But anyways, this wonderful doll here by the Unita Doll Company, if you look at her, she kind of has the Dollykin childlike face. If we could take the Dollykins from 1950 and give her a childlike face, she could look something close to this, which is close to the sissy face. Kind of, okay, if you just looking at her. I'm not saying she's a sissy, she's not, I know that. But I think she has this very much a sissy type kind of look. That's my take on it. But she's a beautiful doll. She has her original socks and shoes. She has original socks and shoes. Her panties are there. She has the original dress. Now, somebody put this slip underneath, which I don't believe belongs to her. It probably belongs to another doll. Because it hangs a little lower, gives her a little bit longer dress. I'm taking this off of her because little girls back in the 1960s, 70s wore these shorter little dresses here. So there you go. I was never allowed. My mother made sure my dresses came to right above my knee. She was very much that way about little girls dressing properly and that, all this stuff. But you know what? This was how things were back then. They wore like little pantaloons underneath that covered their panties sometimes. But anyways, very, very nice dolls all the same. I love their dresses. I love that this is a felt dress and everything. Okay, let's go to the next doll that I won. Let's go to this one. This one here is a star doll made in Ontario, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And the company began in 1952 in Toronto. But in the 1970s, I think it says here, it was a takeover to the Good Time Toy Company took over. Now, Good Time Toy Company, boy, I'd say that a lot. Good Time Toy Company, they kept the same doll molds and everything, and they used the star emblem on the back of the neck, the markings and everything. They didn't change anything. All was changed was just the name of the company from Star to Good Time Toy Company. So the problem is how do you date your doll? But we can to a certain degree, because when the Good Time Toy Company ended was in 1977. So we know this doll is in the 70s, late 60s, early 70s at the most. You know, and she comes with her, complete with her little dress. She's got her panties, she's got her socks, her little Mary Jane socks and shoes. So everything is complete about her. No hair is cut or anything, which is wonderful on both the dolls. They're just plastic. They got vinyl heads, vinyl arms, plastic legs. Sometimes you'll find them with vinyl legs, but these are plastic. Most have the plastic body and legs. But anyways, they're very beautiful dolls. I love them. They mark a time in the 1970s. These are probably dolls that you found in your grocery store, or just, I don't want to say it in this way, but maybe a little bit lower end stores, or like cheaper stores, you know, where you could buy a doll and it didn't cost a mint, you know, and for a birthday party or for a quick gift or something for your child or something, you know, but very nice dolls. And the thing is, they took a beating. They could really they could go through quite a bit. They were made very well. They could take the bouncing around of a little girl and what she did with her dolls. That's what I'm saying. I mean, they have their limits too, you know. Now, what else did I win? You just don't, when the Salvation Army puts on an auction at my store, they put other things with it and everything that just tantalize you there, and you go, oh my goodness, I get those too? Well, in there were these wonderful little Cupid dolls from Japan. Right here is this one here. He's sucking his thumb. He's got the blue little wings, and he's marked on the bottom, Japan. Now, I think these came out right around the time, I'm going to guess, of when the Precious Moments were coming out type of thing. I kind of remember the Cupid movement coming in with all these wonderful little ornaments like this, just like the, I think, and that's what I'm saying. Somebody knows better than me and can say, no, Tammy, they have another date, and you can tell me about it. But I'm going to say 1980s for these. If they're older than that, let me know. But I'm going to guess around the 1980s. There's two that are the same. This one's sucking his thumb, and this one's got a wink on his face. He's winking. Laying down, bum in the air. They all got bums, bare bum babies. That's how the Cupid is portrayed. But cute little ornaments that go, you know, look nice in my shop. They kind of give another different little flair. So I'm always welcoming little things like this. I had some back many years ago. And not this big. They were a little bit smaller, but they're more like this size here. But I don't know whatever happened, if I sold them at a yard sale before I got into dolls more seriously. So they've long gone, they've disappeared. But I'm glad to have these ones back in my collection, and just for accent pieces. That's what I look at them as more like an accent piece. But they're beautiful. I think they're just wonderful little dolls. And I'm glad they're part of my collection here. I'm going to put them on a windowsill, I think. Just lift up my blinds just a titch so they can sit underneath there and just, you know, sit there. Or maybe I'll get a little shelf for them just to sit on, just a little one. And let them have a place of their own. But I think they're beautiful. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video of what I won here. It was a nice surprise to my Tuesday. They say they have a 1958 Barbie down there, but I need to see her to make sure she is 1958. I'm not the expert by no means, but I know some things what to look for because I've listened enough to a lot of Barbie people. Again, it doesn't mean that I'm correct, but they just said it's marked 1958. But I do know there are Barbies that came out with the bodies from 1958 that were marked 1958, but they're not the #1 Barbie. I know it has to have the #1 on it too. So I'm not sure. I like to look at its fingernails, toenails, all the makeup, earrings, if it's green or whatever, for green markings on it. There's a lot of things that you got to look at. I've learned, and I mean, maybe there's more that I need to know. There's you know when you see her, at least I want to touch her. They're going to let me take a look at her. So I might go in with my camera, let you ladies see her, and if there's any Barbie experts out there, I'm going to let you take a look at her. So when they say come on down and you can see the Barbie, I might just keep my camera close to me, like right in my purse, and so I can take a video of it, and then I can put it up for you guys to see. So all you my Barbie experts out there, or just anybody who knows more than me about Barbies, I'll take you, you know. And you're probably going to say, Tammy, look for this, look for that, do this. Oh, I see. And maybe when you see the Barbie, you go, yep, it is. No, it isn't, you know. Barbies have so many twists and turns, and just because it says 1958, right away he says, I thought Barbie came out in 59. I said, production years you're talking at. Production years are 1958, coming out on the store shelf 1959, you know. Little different twists and turns. I do know, like I say, some Barbies do have, older Barbies do have the 1958 body. Could even say Barbie 1958, but it's not the #1 Barbie. So I know there's a lot of twists and turns and blah blah blah. It goes all in there with the package. But anyways, this is what I won. These are my prizes that I got here, my dolls and everything that I got. I hope you enjoy what you see here. Whoops, what you see here, and I think it was a nice little surprise to get for my Tuesday. And let me zoom down on these guys here so you see them really close. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I've always loved the Cupid doll. There we go. I like this little guy, little Winky. Winky there. There we go. Yeah, they're cute, cute little faces. And my little girl's right back there too, from the 1970s. Nice to have a Unita and a star. That's wonderful. I never can get enough of this. I don't know. Where I'm going to put them, don't even begin to ask me, because I'm not even going to go there anymore. Okay, thanks for joining me. And I'm going to go in and my daughter made us up a nice barbecue steak meal already. We've ate that. And I'm going to go in and sit and watch some telly maybe. And talk to you again really soon. Hey, hit the like button. And if you like what you see here, and if you're just passing by, subscribe, because you're going to like more what I do here. I do a lot of twists and turns and things that, you know, I get myself mucked into a lot of stuff. I just put the eyes in my one doll there, but I'm going to take them back out because I noticed I painted a little bit into the eye a little bit, so I want to see if I can get it off, then put her eyes back in. So if you want to see me put the eyes back in one more time, tell me down below, because I'll do it again, and I'll put it on camera one more time, and I'll just call it one more time. You know, and we'll put it in part 2, you know, of the eyes, you know, or whatever. I'll let you know that this is part 2. So, let me know what you're game for. If you've got enough of me putting in the eyes, great, you know. But anyways, yeah, hit the subscribe button, like it, comments. I love it. And we'll be talking to you again really soon. Bye-bye.